Okay, now I just want to make sure I'm all set up. We have 6 days to go. Hold on, people. Okay. I just want to show you a few little things before we begin, and I did mention in my Discord channel. Oh, my workers aren't being paid. That's okay. Hold on a second. I was just going down and take care of that. But the reason why I want to show you something here. Um, Barley, chickpeas. Hey, bud, what's going on? I don't know if my farm was left on all night, but I don't know if it. And this happened again. It got disconnected from the server, so I don't know, or actually the internet. I'm not sure. Okay. And I know that that when I click on these guys and they give me favor. But anyway, I'm gonna go into my event and see my event. My event is completely well. I can't say it's completely done, but the dailies is what I'm gonna bring up to your attention and show you what's going on with that. If you have the unique ones, which means you have to gather certain items, the gold coins, the money trees, the rainbow alpacas. Once you have that complete, you never have to do that again. And and the lucky harps weren't too bad. The settings I had to kind of set a little differently. And if you can see on the bottom, I'll show you. Um, Hopefully. Oh, okay, you can. Okay, if you can see in the bottom, like, see, I completed it here, the animal, which was the alpaca. But now, as I kind of went along with it, and I kind of thought to myself, okay, the dailies will give me. The first one would be 15 favor, 20, 20, 20, two times. Okay, 20, 20, 30, 30. Okay, so it goes up pretty high. But then yesterday I discovered one of the things that with the favor, and I had actually this is what I put in the Discord channel, and I never really paid much attention to that either until I saw this yesterday, and I said, wait a second. Um, but let's just get out of the unique here. I want to just kind of show you where the dailies come into play. Now, see, according to mine, um, it's going to reset in 3 hours and 14 minutes, okay? All of these would be my dailies. And if you look at your dailies, they're going to be the same numbers. It's just a matter of when you have to, you know, do that. Now, over here, like it'll say, you have to gather 1,500 coins, the lucky harp. Just have one ready for yourself on the next day and you'll be good to go. You don't have to worry about it again. But then here's the trees. And it does start, by the way, with the gold coins. It'll start with 100, 750 to 1,500, which means you have to do those yourself. Okay? And the same rule applies with the money trees and the alpacas. You have to do yourself. Okay? And then it says here, gather golden coins. So that means when people come to your farm, they have to just do 3,500 trees. Okay? So that's how that works. But here's what I want to show you. Um, I'm going to go back to my farm because I don't think there's too much of anything. I don't have to turn anything in. I did get my workers paid, but I'm going to show you what workers do not get paid, okay? The workers that do not get paid at this time, because that's going to change anyway. Um, oh, and these are great, but bear in mind on the pot of gold, you're only allowed up to 5 per farm, okay? But you get a lot of goodies, you do get a lot of goodies. You get 10,000 gold, you get 25 diamonds, and 2 ribbons. Okay, but then again, you have to wait 17 hours, which, no big deal. Um, anyway, these workers weren't being paid. These workers will always get paid. But these workers, I don't care. They'll never get paid, and they're not doing the trees. Okay? So there's that. And then the rest is, it is what it is. Like there's my coins, there's the trees, and there's the alpacas. Okay. And um, I have a pretty decent amount of alpacas. Um, and of course, now an overage again of pineapples. And I think that comes from the trees that I did up there off top, but I also have on farm too a lot of the trees, and it's just a real mess. And we could probably end up going there because, oh, I have to do the musical thing, right? So let's just do the musical thing. Oh, okay, I'll do this. And it's music. Okay, so where did I? Okay, there's my piano. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, let's get out of this. And let's find another house which isn't too far away. I'll slip in the side door. Okay, so this is ready. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it be until, the daily starts to come out. So, there's that. And let me just double check on something else. I know that, okay, so now we get 2 of those done. I'll do my fish. I kind of like those fishing pole things. They're really cool. And I think they're every 2 hours that you can do these. It's kind of nice. They give you diamonds and fish. Diamonds, fish, and yep. Okay, XP. And I have more than these 4. I just put them here to put them here. Yeah, these are every 2 hours. The ice fishing. Actually, where I live up here in New Hampshire, they do that a lot. Ice fishing. Okay, so you get 2 hours on the ice fishing, which is nice. And I guess there's no limit to how many you can have. But there is, of course, a limit to how many you can have of, other things. Okay, so this isn't ready, which is fine. I'll get out of this. So let me see. I know I have 2 more houses that I didn't pay attention to. I did that one. Oh, and there's pineapples. You know what? I'm gonna leave those alone because look, my pineapples down there are kind of like full, so I'm not gonna waste it. I'll just leave them be. But I want to show you this though here. If I don't have to move. Okay, if you look up at the top where you'll see my icon, the gas pump, and my thumbs up. Well, I just noticed this yesterday. I really, honestly, because I run pretty low with Favor only because I use it a little at a time. I just don't use it for a lot of stuff. And you might, because, you might be a little lower or whatever. But the thing is, I use my Favor on what I think is important that I need to get done, and 2 of everything, of course, or whatever I get. Okay, so if you notice over there, my level, I get 166 Favor, okay? But yesterday, what happened was I finished a daily, and it gave me an additional amount of Favor. But what it did was now it says 172 over 166. So if some of you have finished the event, You know, in a sense, it's really not a waste to do the dailies, only because if you do them, you do get that favor added on to whatever your favor is. So even if your favor is capped or maxed out, you will still get that additional favor added on to whatever you have, you know. So it might be worth your while. I mean, if it isn't, it isn't, you know, but it's just to show you, like, you can have that extra boost of favor. And, you know, and like me, I don't use, like I said, I don't use favor a lot. And I just kind of discovered this yesterday, and probably other people said, "Oh, yeah, I knew about that." Well, there are those that didn't know about it, so there you go. Um, and there's that. Because, you know, I don't know when the Easter event's going to begin, but I've kind of just figured out, well, you know, we're going to have bunny rabbits, of course, and we're going to have the Easter eggs and stuff like that. So they're fed. Okay, good. You know, there was something weird I saw yesterday, and I'm not sure. See, they're hardly fed. Uh, and I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna do these. I'm just not. Um, but that is the one thing that I kind of discovered yesterday was doing the alpacas and letting other people do them. Now I don't know if it's in the settings or not, but I do know that when they are not fed, and I have plenty of pineapple, for some reason it's not letting them feed, you know, meaning when you're in tractor mode, your tractor should, you know, should feed the animals or whatever. But I've been noticing that lately for the past, you know, few days. I hope this does not happen to the rabbits because that would just be devastating. But I'll have to find it out, right? Sooner or later. Now, as far as the money trees, um, the money trees, you know, obviously they're 2 seasons, which is fine. But the only thing I'm slightly a little concerned about is, yeah, I'm just kind of wondering how the feed is working. Um, because I had a friend yesterday kind of test it out, and I'm like, okay. But now, I'm not sure if it's in the settings. I do know that in the settings, if the person doesn't have build mode, you know, and they try to go in to get the harp, some can get it and some can't. And I think it's got something to do with the build mode. But again, I'm not sure. Um, I don't know if I can do it here. Let me see. Maybe not. Multiplayer. No. I think I have to. Um, yeah, I think I have to be out of game to set up for a person's permissions. I think I have to be out of game to do that. I can't. I'm pretty sure I have to be. But anyways, I'm going to switch over to my farm too because I do have stuff there that I need to harvest because it was a thing. Okay, so I'm going to go to farm two. And I have alpacas there if anybody, you know, needs them. Because it's really funny because I'll go in there and I'll go to my, you know, I'll be on this farm, for example, doing my thing. And believe it or not, look at how much money I got. I'm like going broke and I don't know why. I had 3 billion, but now I'm down to that. I don't know. Um, oh, is it winter here? No, figures. Um, I have to do these. You know, I didn't even realize this. I keep forgetting. I'm like, why do I have so many turkeys? And then I realized, oh, it's because you got 6 turkeys, and They want to call them peafowls, which, I don't think turkeys. There's something weird when they make a very weird sound, guys. They do, and I don't know why. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna recycle this farm because of the excess animals and things like that. But I'm gonna go to number one for a minute because that's where the alpacas are. Now see, again, look at that. They eat. I think they eat more than the horses do. For God's sakes, Jeez, Louise. Oh, they do these. Okay, I think. See, now I just put these here just for giggles and laughs, and I just wanted to see if the workers would do those or not. I guess they do because obviously they're there. So, and I kind of put them here, to kind of like make you think, oh, geez, I'm fishing in the fish thing. See? But I don't know. I'm not gonna go cuckoo crazy with those little fishing things, but I think they're adorable. Um, but now I'm gonna go over here to. Why does it show one potato? I think it's because I thought I miscounted. Okay. I don't know if I have anything. No, no. The only thing that I have to plant are these, and I started them, and silly me, you can't plant them if it's not that season, so it's good. It's all right. But I'm gonna do these. And I made this little area here, just just these rows here. I made that little area just for quest items only. And then the rest, of course, is just going to be normal stuff. But I think because we have more trees, we have more flowers, and some of you may not. It depends if you bought the frost pack or not. But we did get, new stuff if you bought the frost pack. If you didn't, then don't worry about it. But again, you can always get those flowers if somebody, from someone that did get the frost pack, and they can put them down for you. Um, but I think I'll give you a look. See, now see, I got my ribbons. Woohoo! Um, eggplant. Oh, eggplant. I think that one is a. Now, see, I'm missing those trees. And so that's why I'm thinking, you know what? I should just kind of recycle the farm, put the animals down that should be put down because there's the turkeys and the peafowls or peacocks. This is what they are. And my guess is, just to add additional more animals is fine, including the unicorn and the alpacas. Let me see if this is a 24-hour thing. It might be. Oh, it is. Yay me. So I'm going to plant them because why not, right? And I don't know what the heck I'm spending my money on. I really don't because, well, I am now, obviously. But, I'm trying to think. I had 3 billion and it's like it dropped down from 3 billion to 321 million. Okay, I'm done. No. I guess it comes with with the territory. You know what I'm saying? My diamonds, of course, they're high, but because I have a lot of diamond stuff. But I think for anybody that to me, I just kind of flub a dub around with what I have. Black mulberry. I'm just surprised. Oh, no, I would never use black mulberry because I think it's only one season. And for me, when I was doing the berries, I was putting down what would be most useful for them. So I'm going to scoop up these potatoes because the melons are down there. The June and corn I did.
Will we have him neutered?
Yeah,
The
he,
cat?
yes.
Fucking cat, period.
Okay. Well, it's not him. So, anyways, I got that section done. I have a. Is it gonna give me? Oh, carrots. Oh God. Okay, let's see if I can put some carrots down. Carrots, I think. Oh, they're everything but summer. Okay. Okay, so they're everything but summer. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We'll do these. It's kind of funny. I did these the other day, and then when I finished it, it gave me these again right after the ones I just did. So I thought, okay, that's pretty stupid. Okay, so we have the eggplants down, which is fine. Oh, and I still don't have the. Oh man, it's okay. I'm gonna check the houses. Okay, this one's done. I haven't done anything with this house. This is the. Oh, okay. Give me a break. See, this here is the frost house. Let me see. Yeah, this is the frosty hut that should come with the frosty package, and I actually like it. And then you do get one too with this pack. Let me see if it's gonna show me. See, I didn't put many houses on this farm. Okay. Is it on the decorations? Hmm. I thought it would be, but maybe not. Okay. So there is a second frosty house. I thought it was here. I'm just double checking. Um, maybe it is under decorations, and I'm just not looking. Sort by category. Okay, so there it is right here. Okay. So this is the frosty hut. You can't go inside. It's just decorative, like these little guys here. Well, that one's not. But these little ones here are decorative. This one here is also decorative as well. So, I mean, and it does look like, obviously the main one. But this is something that you do get from the Frosty Pack. If you're looking at any of these here, okay, and if you see, any buildings that have like the purple arrow going down, that is from a pack, or, maybe it could be an event item as well. Um, so that's just to kind of give you a heads up. Oh, what was I building here and why? I don't know why, but we'll put it there. Figure it out later on. Maybe I figured I'd add a second house. I don't really know. And I don't use. Oh yeah, I gotta finish this one off. See, I put like the main foods that you use for your animals. I put them in here. Um, Simply because they're here. It is a small little field, but you know what? It works for me. It's just helps and everything. Oh, sonata. Oh, I gotta go in the house and do a musical thing, huh? So there is that. Delightful gifts. I wish it was winter. Come on. Okay, let's go back over to the house. Because, oh, I keep forgetting that I have a house up here. Okay, so I have, wait a minute. Oh, good Lord, look at that, huh? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this out, right? Because it was making something I really don't want. So I'm going to put this back in here. I know that some of you say, well, geez. But you know what? This is what I do if I have to kind of move something, get it out of the way in a pinch. This, by the way, is from the Frost Pack. Okay? Um, I think, because I've done it before, I think if you can make it in that person's house and they can finish it off, they will be able to get that item. Is the chocolate cake. Gee, I wonder who did that. But anyway, okay, so we have a musical one. And it's, what the hell? Wow, is it 3 of them? I guess it is. Okay, so I did 1. Wow. And there was a minuet. Oh, gosh. Minuet. That's... Let's see if I... Oh, no, I can't do it in that one, can I? Nope. So maybe I can do it in the other house. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so this one's already been... It's the only one. Oh, good Lord. It's okay, I got my other farm. I can do that. It's not a big deal. See, and I know that I get less and less visitors now, and it is open to the public. But honestly, when I have people that do come here, I know that they're looking for the money, the money things and the trees. Not so much the alpacas. I know initially, yeah, everybody needed them. So, but on your dailies, you don't have to collect so many, which is a good thing. So, there's that, there is that. So let me see. Okay, so we got those flowers done. I can't squeeze any trees in, and that's what's going to bug me now because... Purple palm... Oh, well, you know where I could put them? Haha. Oh, jeebus. I'd have to go that far away, though, right? Okay, okay, let's... Nope, that ain't happening. Well... maybe... Okay, I stuck these out there too far. Do they go all the way up? Yeah. So maybe what I could do is see. I'm gonna get. I think those are. No, wait a minute. What trees are these? Oh. I'm taking these out. Oh, and these two because. Uh-oh. And these are the English hollies. Okay, I'm going to put the other trees in that need to be done, and I'm not going to... Whoa, look at that. Dang, dang, dang. See, the workers aren't doing these trees, the English hollies, so I'm not going to worry so much about those. So I'll take the English hollies out. Okay, these... Ooh, peach tree? Aha! Okay. We can take these out because they're not needed. Okay, so now I have like some open rows. And, I did that only because I need to have those trees in there. So, yeah, see, well, okay, so I'll put down, hopefully, what I need. Which is what? 140. You know what? I'm just gonna put down the 140. And then the next one is the purple heart pomegranate. See, those are plum trees up ahead. Let's just hope that I have enough room. No. I know. I could have, but I didn't. Oh, what the heck is this? An apple tree? Alrighty then. Let's do the black mulberries. Oh, okay, so I don't need to put any more of those down. It's these ones here. I'd like to say that this is just like a temporary area for the trees. I think that's gonna be okay. Yeah? Okay. So, I'm doing a temporary area, um, for these trees here, only because they're not, in request. That is the good thing that I do like about the trees is the fact that you can, pick them up, put them back down. Why is that crooked? Let's find out. Oh, because yeah. Oh, good lord. We'll just put down the 3 to make it even. Oh, that would drive me cuckoo. But anyways, see, because those here will be, ready, in season, and then I'll catch them up. Same thing, because we do have the amounts that's needed for the quest. And actually, like, just a couple days ago, I had to put them, the other trees up, the spooky ones. I had to put those up, and then I had to put those up, the money trees. I put a little bit of money trees up there, but you know what? They're going to be removed. Um, I am thinking about going with, like I said, I'm going to recycle, and I'm going to have to do this a slightly bit different. Because I do want to keep my animals kind of over there, and I know that eventually I won't need those. I think I put a pink rabbit in its place. So what I'll do is I'm going to swap that out because there are 7 rabbits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap that out and put the alpaca in there, which will make sense because then I'll have the 4 alpacas, on that. And like I think, let's see, April. I'll have to figure out when they. Actually, I could probably look on their Discord channel. Okay. On their Discord channel, on their Farm Together Discord channel. And also, by the way, guys, they showed a lot of new stuff just to kind of give you an FYI. Like the parade. I wonder. See, I want to see. Oh, maybe? Oh, okay. Clover. No. Um, I really, maybe I could ask. Oh, I don't know. But they have the Frosty Pack, and the thing that I'm a little curious, I want to know is like where we can find their actual like calendar. Um, like they had the seasonal one, which was in 2026. Um, I'm kind of browsing through. Okay, so they're 2025. It doesn't say. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Okay, so let's kind of go back. No. Um, okay, so the Halloween one was Spooky Harvest, and that shows a date of October. And I'm just kind of browsing through this just to see. Um, because they did such good work, with all the new things that they added last year. It's just amazing. Um, oh, where we? Well, oh, that's when they announced it was on test. Okay, this is July. God, they added so much stuff. It's unbelievable, huh? New trees and signs. Um, that's when we got the cat. Okay, I think. April, come on. Why should it not be here, right? No, it's got to be here because I think I found it. Yeah. I think I did, but um, wait a minute. I just saw the bunnies and things. I'm sure that there's something that is a little bit more clarity. Okay. See, I'm looking at their May. Um, oh, come on. Give me a break. Okay, now I'm looking at it, but it's got to be probably like maybe the third week in April. That's what I'm looking at because I'm seeing the bunny eggs and bunny rabbits. So my guess is it's on or around April, the end of April, or like the third week of April. Bunny Bonanza, that's what it's called. Okay, April 23rd, people. So be aware that the next event will be on or around April 23rd, just to kind of give you a heads up. So, you know what I mean? At least you guys have a rough idea that, okay, so now we just got over we're getting over the St. Patty's one. So the next event will be on or around April 23rd. That's when the new event will come for Easter. Um, but it's not going to be called like Easter event. They had that other name, which I had just mentioned. So at least we know that it's there. Um, and, maybe what I'll do is I'll do it on my own. But I wonder if they do have a site that's up that shows you when exactly, you know, that there'll be, the dates for the different events. Because I know that I think it was after the Easter. I'm pretty sure we had cattails. You see, that's what they're trying to do is they're trying to put other scheduled events in between like the main ones. Okay? So there's that. Um is it winter yet? No, it's not. But I'm going to go get a refill on my coffee and I should be back in a few minutes.
Get on the shed.
Oh, okay. shotgun. What are you doing? My cat shotgun, I'm sure I've mentioned you. But he just sits there and, you know. My faithful friend. Okay, so la, 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 la. I definitely have to go to farm 1. Oh, it's going to be wintertime again, right? So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait patiently. Well, while I'm waiting patiently, I'll do some turkey stuff here. And by then it'll be wintertime, and then I can plant those stupid things. I could plant them over there where they're, yeah, that's true too. See, I just realized that. I don't have to, see, this is what I gotta plant for a quest. And I'm not gonna harvest those because I don't want to. And there's winter, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over here to number 8. Because I know that I can plant them. I have no idea how many, but... Okay. Oh, and carrots too, huh? Well, I'm going to do these first, because I just want to get the... I've been waiting like 2 days to get these stupid things done. So, I will do my little delightful gifts. Ooh. Hello? Oh. Okay, so I'm like... I don't need that many. Okay, so it only plants what I need. Alright, now we've got the lovely carrots. And I'm not gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put the carrots. I'll start on the new row. I'm not gonna, yeah. I'll go to the bottom. Okay, so then I have the carrots, and these will all, thankfully, will be done. And by the way, my farm is public, so I have to go to my first farm, and I'm definitely gonna put those. And I have black mulberry that is ready. Purple heart won't be because that's not a thing. 50. Here we go. 60. Okay, good for me. Let's go back down to... Let's go to 11. Be easier to do the trees that way. You know, I'm not going to delete them. I'll leave them there for now, you know, because the other trees are all up as well. And I have plenty of these. So at least I got 2 quests kind of, sort of, in between. And the eggplant won't be ready for a while, which is no big deal. Okay, when are those gonna be ready? Oh, spring, summer. Okay. Oh, well, they'll have to wait, won't they? Oh, what? Why are those like that? Oh, because those are just quested items. They're not, yeah, I was gonna say, they're just that. And I'm not gonna touch them. I'm gonna leave those alone. Go back to here. Oh, I bet you he's looking for stuff, and he's just gonna freak out because what I got he ain't gonna get. And I'm just gonna do a quick travel. If he or she hangs on, you know, they'll be on the event farm. Oh my God, Santa Claus in! Look at that. I love it. Okay, so what am I doing over here? I have to, minuet. I'm not touching any of these things. Okay, so we did this. The minuet we have to do, okay. And wasn't there one other thing? Oh, I have to do the sonata. Sonata. Oh. Okay, so now I have to do the sonata. I hope none of these. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where did I put the piano? Come on. Ah, there it is. La la. Okay, sonata for beginners. In the tub room. I wish we had one for outside. You know? I don't know. I'm good. Okay, so we have the sonata in place. We have the carrots all done. Eggplants are done. So all of that is done. So I'm not going to, worry about it. As far as my quests are concerned, Super Plumber. Okay, I'm unpinning it because I know those are done. Well, the pomegranates are not, but at least I know that those are done. Oh, look at the ones I got left to do. Oh, the mushroom stand. I'm sorry, but that's a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens. You go broke when you level up your shops. But I don't use the Smitty shop really as much, and I don't use the candy shop. It's sufficient for me. But you never know, right? Okay. So, see, that's cool that they can do the alpacas. And I want to give this person build. The thing about the horses, how I have them set up here, there's actually one horse missing. Okay, I'm going to go and do... oh, something's ready. Whatever. Okay. Oop, and I'll do that. Okay. So that's out of the way. I should check these houses to make sure that all the harps are ready. Which I think they are. Yep. Okay, so I did that, and I'll check this house. I didn't. Alright. It's weird that I. Huh. Okay, what is it that I needed to get done? Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta do my tea. My tea! Yes, we got to do tea. Okay. I got Santa Claus running in my fields. Love it. But I like the gothic, so, eventually I will be switching back to kind of... But, I like the hat, guys. I do like the hat. You know what I think I like about it the most is, like, see how it, like, the hat, when you're walking or whatever you're doing, the hat kind of has a little movement to it. So I like that. I like that about the hat. Okay, you know what I want to check? Oh, shoot. Let me see. Did he completely... Okay, here's what I want to see, just to test it. Okay. See what I'm talking about? So why is it that he's not allowed to feed? Is it something that I'm doing wrong in the in my settings? See, you know what I'm saying? Because they should be fed after he, harvested them. So my thinking is maybe I don't know, maybe in the settings it's you can harvest them but you can't feed them. That doesn't make sense, but I'm going to find out. And if the setting is still like, you can feed the animals and everything, so there's a little glitchy problem because if it's not feeding the animals, then something's wrong with that. Um, yeah. And I have to be out of game to fix that. So, I mean, it's fine with me. It's just that I want to make sure that it's gonna work right. I mean, yeah. Because to me, I'm looking at it from this point of view. If it's not feeding the alpacas, right? So then when the rabbits are out, the same thing's going to happen again. See, so I have to check that because I don't think I would disallow somebody from feeding the animals. That just doesn't make sense. And by the way, if you put that person in build mode, and just like they just did the harp, right? I want to give you an FYI. You do not get credit for that. They do. You don't. Don't ask me why. So there's a couple of things that I'm gonna, put in there, a question, and say, hey, when so and so goes in there to do the harp, for example, I don't get credit for it, but they do. Not that it matters. I mean, it does matter. It does matter to you if you need that harp, and then someone goes in there and they get it, you know. But luckily for me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. So, and all of them have the harps in it. But if you have 5 different people come in there and go in there for the harp and they get it and you don't, then you have to wait. So, but my dailies, I'll show you. My dailies aren't on, and they're not going to be on until a few hours. Okay, let me scroll down. Here we go. Okay, see? 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, I mean, if people come here and they do their thing, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I completed the event. I completed it all the way up to the alpacas, but I also get favor, and as you can see, it's still 172 over 166. So it'll add on to, whatever your full favor is. So like if let's say for example you finish the event, great, right up to the alpaca, and you go, oh well, now I don't have to worry about doing the dailies. No, you don't. But if you do the dailies after the alpaca, yes, you will get favor. But it's either it's going to add on to your favor. If your favor is maxed out, it will override that amount, and it will give you whatever that daily says that you're going to get. You know, so it's really up to you whether you want to continue on for dailies, okay? Because you will get that extra favor. Um, and you still get favor too when you're, doing your thing in the field. So, there is that advantage, so I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like totally up to you guys how you want to play it. And look at my scary castle. Oh, good lord. But you know what? I like these lights. I do. These are from the, St. Patty's event. I like them. And did I? Yes, I did. I put them over here with the money trees, and they look pretty good. Why not, right? I know eventually I'll probably change these lights to something else. I don't know. Um, I don't want something that's going to blind a person when they're, harvesting, because you guys know how that is. Um, and some of the things I will show you that I use quite a lot is this here, the brick entrance, and it comes in a bunch, you can change it to different colors, 6 colors. You got red, blue, green, pink, purple, and yellow. I will tell you something. If you put one down, just take a look at the wall, see if you like it or not for the color. I used a lot of purple, and I think I used pink. Pink sort of looks kind of red. Red looks red. Blue looks kind of, blue. Um, why is that lit up purple? It's like, oh yeah, something's done. Yeah, what? Oh, oh. I love how you see the little notes. And I know I showed you this the other day. Don't say I didn't, because I did. But you know what I thought was kind of cool, and I didn't even realize it was when I was. See, guys, you gotta go around like hit A. Oh, it makes the bell ring, makes the horn blow. But I thought this was so cool, and probably some of you don't notice it because But I like this. See, that's why I put the scarecrow in front of here. If you hit A, your action button, it does something, obviously throw darts. And the phone, it rings. So I mean, yeah, I thought that was kind of cute. I did. I like cute stuff. I think I want to I don't know if I put it I don't know if I did or not. Let me see. I made one of the oh, yes, I did. Okay. So like in here, I have to take this out. I think I will because see, I love it. The phone rings. The computer don't do jack doodly doo. You can sit there, but that's it. Okay? I'm just telling you. Um I have to oh, and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. See, this penguin's from the Frost Pack, so if you go in there, it's like, gee, where did that come from? It's the Frost Pack. Okay. Um, and basically, all you do is you hit A if you want to change it to whatever you want. But I put the penguin in there because hey, it's cute. I want to. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do this then, I guess. So give me a little table. Oh, Wait, what are the other ones? Okay, the other one's got a barrel underneath, so where the heck is the one with the... Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, brown. We'll put it over here for a moment. Uh-oh, I think I screwed up. Okay, now, if you want to put something on it, you can put the phone. You can put the phone on there. I think you can put the clock on there if you want. No, no, you can't. Okay. There was something I saw the other day, and I thought, oh, that's cute. And I thought I could replace it, with a teddy bear, but no. See, that's what you could put on there. Or you could put... This, by the way, is something that came from the Dazzling Hayride, which is on around the 4th of July. And this here is the Fluffy Festival. I think that was right after Easter. I want to say it was. Then, of course, there's the Easter egg basket. See, it shows you what you can put on. There we go. This is what I thought was cute and adorable. I like the little guy with his hat. And you can change the color of his hat. Pink, red, yellow, blue. Oh, go back here. What did I do? That's what I get for moving my thumb. Okay, so there you go. Pink, red, yellow, blue, pink. I like red. Well, the red looks good. And there you go. See? You can have a little penguin guy in there, like my bag on the back. And you can also put one on there that has no hat. And I guess you can put the cat thingy, but it looks like that, so. And it's not that I don't like it. It's just that these are the new things, and I'm trying to keep it, simple. Yeah, right. And then there's the big bear, because they come in 3 different colors. So there's that. Are any houses saying that no, okay. So, I mean, it's pretty easy, and I know that this guy here has probably got to do about, let me go back to that quest. See, if I pin it, well, I'll pin it. You see? Now, the first 4 on the top, where it says golden coins, lucky harp, money tree, and alpaca, okay? Those are the only 4 that you have to physically do, okay? So, if you have that on your farm, great. If you don't, then, But these are the ones that you have to do yourself. Whether it's on your farm or somebody else's farm, that's how that works. As far as the lucky harp is concerned, you can do it on your farm. If you can do it on someone else's farm, try it. But the thing is, I have a feeling that when it's in global, for some reason, it doesn't let you, and I apologize for that. But like if you're on your farm, if you're on my farm, and you come here and you go, hey, I can't do X, Y, Z, let me know. I'll fix it, as long as I'm not AFK. I do sleep, by the way, people. There was one time, it was a few nights ago, I fell asleep, and I didn't realize it until like the next day, because I had, the alpacas were all set up, and I said, oops, I did a boo-boo. I didn't put my farm on the way it was supposed to be, but, when you need your sleep, you need your sleep. And me, I'm still getting over the flu thing, or virus, or whatever it was I had, and the thing is, it's the after effects. I mean, I took the medication, and oh my God, it was like I was constantly thirsty. And the only thing I wanted to drink obviously was water, and I don't like drinking water. I'm not a person that likes drinking water very much. So I mean, I was stuck with that dilemma. It's like, man, I'm so thirsty, and I tried drinking milk. I tried drinking orange juice. I even had coffee. Nothing. It just didn't suffice the need of drinking water. So that's like your body saying to you, drink water and don't complain about it. Just drink it. Shut up and go on. God. Um, but the thing is too is like, now that your body's like once it's feeling a little better, obviously, you're still going to have that residual virus kind of like probably hanging around somewhere, who knows where. And I still feel a little weak. I feel tired a lot. Um, I'm hungry, but not really that hungry either. Thirsty, absolutely, for water. So that's a sign that says your body's still trying to fix itself. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going anywhere anyway, you know what I mean? It's like, I think later on today, if I can, um, which I definitely want to, I want to play it on my Xbox. The name of the game is called Star Sand. Um, and and it is kind of the same kind of game that you would play Sandrock, and then there was the other one. So they're basically all tied in because if any of you've ever played Sandrock, what they did was they incorporated some of the characters or NPCs into that game, almost into that game, but they don't. There's a couple that will come in right away, and then there's another couple that will come in kind of sort of right away. And they will be in Star Sand, which is fine. Um, and I've been playing it for quite a while. Well, yeah. And the thing is I did obviously run across a lot of glitches and things like that. I actually played the game at one point, and um, I kind of sent in and said, "Hey, I can't get to this NPC and this other NPC, and they're supposedly in this building, and they're not." And even when I do find the NPC, I walk up to them and nothing. So I actually deleted the game. I said, "You know what? I'm just going to give them a little time to fix whatever they got to be fixing because." It's unlike Farm Together. When they put this game out at first, yeah, it had its little glitches and stuff, but with Farm Together, you could see they clearly cared about the game. They took their time with it. The content in the early days of when it was, when it was playable, um, they didn't have a whole lot of animals and trees and things like that, which was fine. I know that for me, when this game first came out, I played it, but then I stopped playing it for like maybe a couple of months. I mean, fully every daily thing. And the reason why I did was because at the time, it didn't have a lot of content. And so I kind of waited. Every now and then I would look on there, go, oh, it's got nothing. Oh, it's got. And then one day, oh, it's got a rabbit, I think. It was a rabbit and alpaca, and then the mine. I'm like, oh my God. And and if some of you don't have the mine yet, let me tell you something. It's really something. I think the mine is something worth investing into, like opening it up. But take your time at it, for sure. Don't rush into it, and you'll be broke and stuff like that. And I again, it goes back to your shops and things like that because you're on your farm, you're doing your animals, your trees, your crops, and everything else, and obviously your inventory is low. Mine is capped, so I don't have to worry about it. But I know some of you probably have it. You're still working on it, and I know some of you look at the shops and you're trying to figure out, well, what do I do first, second, third, whatever. Early on, definitely, obviously, get your garage up to the cap, which is 100. Just get it done. And I know it sounds like, I'm being a little harsh, but try to get that done, like make that like a priority in your brain. Um, because you obviously don't want to run out of gas all the time. So that's the key for that. And once you get it done, it's done. And then you can kind of work on your shops, which ones you prefer. But the ones that I've done was the arts and crafts, the restaurant, and well, actually, even if you have that lettuce farm up, like I was saying about earlier, um, boost up your vegetables a little. Um, but the reason why I say with arts and crafts, because your arts and crafts, and I will go into town and show you. Um, when you do your arts and crafts, like, see, I really didn't do a lot like with the bakery and the grocery store. But the key thing about like with the arts and crafts is he buys you get diamonds from these guys. So when you start getting the ducks and you start getting the sheep, yeah, that's why. But I show you something else over here. Now, if you notice below, which you probably won't have right away, is you see there's the cheese and then there's the canning. So, there's that. And she has, and I don't, and I haven't, believe you me, I don't have any peanut factories and I refuse to have them. I think it's just too much. So when every chance I get, I just put less and less peanuts down. The grapes, yeah, I only have, I think, well, now I have one, but it used to be two. You just kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of what does what. The flower shop, yeah, you know something, you're going to need that eventually, especially for now the last two, this one and this one. Especially if you have the flower machine. Now, like these three here, the top three are for your flowers, or honey, I should say. So there's that. But I want to show you some of the hidden gems, and you don't have to go crazy and cuckoo. Because your first two factories that you get are going to be the jam stall, right? So here's the thing. I didn't really raise the level on this one here, and the reason why I didn't is because you go in your house how many times to do these pictures and paintings and sculpturing as well, okay? Now here is the beauty. This one here, I like the candy shop. Because the candy shop, see where you get your jam stall? Meaning this one here. This would be your jam stall, and this is your honey. Okay, so when you all sit there and you go, oh, I need to get ribbons and I need to, you know what? Right here. Right here. That is your, like, hidden gem for you. So you will, as long as, you can, as long as you can get away with using, let's say, 2 jam stalls as well as 2 honey factories. And I know a lot of you have gone past the 2 at a low level farm. Don't do that. Because what's going to happen is you will not be able to supply what it needs. And I totally get it. So what I did was early on was I did like the 400 trees of apples. I did the pears. And then, of course, you'll get your lemon one next, which is juice. And so that's one great place to get ribbons. Now, let me show you the other place. Where's my little restaurant? Oh, he used to be there. Where'd I put him? Oh, he's over here now. Okay. So now we have this one here, which is the restaurant. Okay. So the restaurant, this is easy peasy, guys. See here, this is your spice. And I believe you will get your spice, you will get spice, soon. And so this is where you make, where you can also get ribbons. Cupcakes. And so when you're doing your cooking and juice, that's your lemon. You see? Is he maxed out? I don't think he. Let me see. Yes, he's maxed out. And but the thing is, this is really how I actually made a lot of my ribbons early on. I mean, literally early on. I was getting them more on spice than any of these other little doodads. I made it on my spice. And what I did was when I was able to do spice, I put up a separate section for my spice, and I did my thing, and that was that, you know. So you can do the same thing, just to kind of set up your spice and do that. Um, I'd have to go back to. Okay, let me go back to this. See, because my bunnies are wow, I just did these guys. Okay. So, just an FYI, I will show you over here. And that's from the frost thingy. Okay. Let me just show you something. I'm going to sort them by resource. Okay. And which the thingies will be down here. Okay. Well, they're not all going to be in the same thing. But you'll start getting like these. These are your peppercorns. Okay. And your parsley. Things like that. So that's what I did. I mean, early on, yep, that's how I got a lot of my ribbons. And I still got crappy amounts of ribbons. I mean, I go to other farms. I'm like, damn, how'd they get so many freaking ribbons? But and also you can do that quest thing too that guy has because I have a lot of those. So there is all of that, and you're fine with that. See. Now, see, he might be going to do trees. I have no idea. Oh. So it shows one of the houses has got something in there. What? I don't know. Oh. Figures, huh? Ooh, that one's done. What is it? I'm always... Okay. Let's do the arabesque again. I mean, it's probably already done somewhere else, but hey. And I have to tell you something too, is that, I can show you all the things that for like when you eventually do your kitchen stuff. I was doing this one here for a long time, and I really, but the thing is, like, these are your cupcake categories. And basically, you have to go by, what you get the most of, what you get. I'm not in it for looking for diamonds. I don't really care. But a lot of the NPCs in town will ask you for, the cupcake kind of thing. So if you look and see, like the carrot cake, it's 111, meaning, one egg, one of these. And those are common items. And this one here is a little bit more. And the chocolate cake is a little more, especially peanuts. And see, this is what I'm saying. It just depends. When you eventually get the French fry one, it's only 3. See, so I try to look and figure out what's the good thing. I mean, you could do the eggs all the time if you want, just to get that pan or pot. And it's quick. The cookies are quick too. But, it's just a matter of what. And then I realized, there is one that I said to myself, I'm not doing that one. It's this one here. I didn't even realize it because what it does is the breakfast one, okay. So 1 wheat, 1 milk, and 1 jam. And that 1 jam, that's where you want to kind of think about it because if you're trying to get ribbons, think about it. And, okay. Okay, so now I've in this house. Over here. Let's see what's ready. Oh. See, now I'm going to have these ready so people can... I think I finished it. Oh, purple heart. I should check the houses, huh? Oh. Oh, wrong number. Haha. I know you all like that. Okay, so I did this house. And, I'm just checking houses to. Okay. Okay, so. And I don't. I think I did. See, that's to make pretend house. Okay, so in here. I pretty much got. I think. Well. Did I? Okay. So now. Okay, so. Oh, you know what? He's gone, right? Right, I think. Okay. I'm going to get out of this for a moment. I want to see something because something isn't right. And so here we go. My farm. No. Settings. Let's see if it's under multiplayer. No. I forget now how to do this stupid thing. Multiplayer. Okay. All of this is, just stuff. Controls, no. Wait a minute. Setting. Multiplayer. I know it's not this. Okay, maybe I didn't have to be? I will check to see. No, I don't want to know how to play. I don't know how to play the game. Guys, I just want to reiterate something that I've told you a few times about. Let's say, for example, you're on your farm and you have this setting to no for now. Just keep it at no. And the reason why I say that is, for example, if, for example, you just want to delete, some crop area, okay? But yet you have the sprinklers on there. Okay, so what you want to do is leave it at no. Okay, but let's say you want to move some sprinklers or remove some sprinklers. You can always put yes, but just remember to return it and put it back. Okay, that's all. Water, no. No. And you know what? I shut my weather effects off. I did because it's just kind of a little bit annoying. So, and these things here, don't touch them. Leave them alone. Just leave them be. Okay. I'm going to go play again. I know that there's a way to do this. Hold on a minute. I know there is. I'm probably just forgetting. All right. No. Resume farm settings. Aha! Ding! I don't have to be out of the thing. Okay. So, my friends that I have, they have full permission, right? So I'm not even going to concern myself. Guest permissions. Okay. So in order to do that, see if I have harvest only. See what I'm saying? It's so I put it to custom. Custom permissions. What the heck is user? Oh, okay. Those are my people that I have given full. Custom permissions. Okay, here's we go. Plow on land, plant quest crops, plant water, harvest, feed it. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. I put no. Okay, my bad. So that's the reason why. So if anybody comes to my farm now, they can feed the animals. That was I don't know, why would I put no? Harvest animals, fish and pond, harvest flowers, harvest from buildings. And what that just means is like if they walk up to to one of your factories, they can harvest, resupply. It's totally up to you. If you want them to harvest from it, fine. But if you do not want them, let's say hypothetically, it's your jam stalls or what have you, then put no. But other than that, put yes. Because if there's supplies, do it. Use shops, I put no. Now, when the next one it says exchange favor, they can. Okay? Start jobs. I'm not really sure what that means. Unless that just means start event, I'll leave yes and see what happens. Continue jobs. These might be for, for like, quests. Finish jobs, yeah. Mine minerals, harvest mushrooms. Why not? Now, see, these are all open, and I'm not going to worry about it because they don't have permission to use them. Okay, so anyone that comes here will. The thing that I get a little concerned about or confused about is the fact that, some people come here and they run global, so I'm not really sure. Does that fall under the guidelines of the same way that I just did? I honestly don't know. Um, but I'm going to go to town. And by the way, guys, I have my thing up on YouTube. So like, because I transfer to YouTube. So like, if you ever have any questions about this game or something you questions about, please feel free to send me a message and question me on the YouTube channel. And I'll be more than happy to, help you out with that. Um, and again, I do have a Discord channel too, and and it's a really wonderful group. Just FYI. So yeah. So let's look over here. See, it's really funny. I don't have a big crowd coming in now like I did, like you all know. The beginning of the event. That was just totally insane. I mean, I just kind of like just left my farm open, and I did. So, I mean, but I try to help, where I can for others and get it done. Oh, look at that. And I guarantee you, oh, that tree's ready? I'll go for it. Oh, where's the tree? God, finding the tree. Finding the tree. It's like, where's Waldo? Okay. How many pomegranates do I need? One. Oh. Okay. Sound good. See, so it was worth sticking these in there, and I did luckily make it over here just to, get what I need. Okay, so I got that done. And I'm going to minimize the quest thing for the clover thing because I have a couple hours to get it done. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple hours. See, 1 hour and 46 minutes. So I'm going to unpin it and then put down the ones that I really need pinned. Pin fish with no fish. I just did that one. Okay, eggplant pin. Pin. Oh, that's a new one, and I'm not going to pin it because that's a fish thing. Got nothing to do with me. My guys take care of that. That's what I like saying. My guys will fix that for me. Yeah. Okay, let's go. We know that the whatchamacallit's over here. They're not gonna be. I can't touch these now until wintertime, obviously, and I don't care. Because they're not ready yet. Well, no. If they're ready, yeah. But if they're not ready, they're not ready. But I'm just going to do my carrots, my eggplants. I have to check the time frame on that. Where's the rest of the carrots? Oh, they're over here. See, eggplants? Yeah, that's a 12-hour one, so it's going to be a little while. I'll probably be ready tonight, I think, if I'm awake. Ah! See, there goes the carrots. And a minuet. Oh. I think that building can probably be... Again. I don't know if it's here. What's in here? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh. Where's the vignette? Yeah. Don't I have another house? Yeah. You see where it is? I don't, I keep forgetting that it's here. That's so funny. Is that done? No. I got the penguin in here anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. This one's the, yeah, I thought so. Okay, so that one's all clear for now. And now I hope I fix the problem with why, when people do the alpacas, why they're not getting fed. Well, now we know why. And I wanna scoot down to 3 because, okay, this one. There's one that's not open. Why does it... Wait a minute. It shows that this one isn't open, but it is. Weird. Okay, so these guys are all fed. Like, if anybody came here now, they could just get alpacas and... Yeah, what a difference. You know, every time... You know, I don't know what sound that these peacocks make, but I want to tell you something. That just doesn't sound normal. You just don't. Okay, Butterfly Kisses. That's a pretty song, by the way. You know, that is a really weird sound. I've never heard peacocks sound like that. It's like they don't... You hear that sound? Feel like it's out in the freaking jungle somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's take Butterfly Kisses to Farm 1 because I'm sure that's what they're looking for is the other thing. See, I have to realize that when I'm... I bet you they left. Want to bet they left? Oh, okay. Good job. Yay me. I don't feel bad now. Wait, I haven't... I'm trying to figure out what I want to do exactly with this house. But, you know, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So at least I discovered now why the people, when they're doing the animals and stuff, then, well, the alpacas, or animals at that matter. Yeah, and it's what season? You know, she'd probably freak out if I turned around and I went to I went to Farm 3 because you know Farm 3 has got over 10,000 alpacas. 10,000. So, hey, look who's here. You know, so if you have your farm set up, okay, at the mailbox, I could let him know. I just got notification that your package is in the mailbox. There. I swear to God, these things don't sound right. They don't sound. See, I can hear the turkeys, okay? But when it's these guys right here, the peafowls, the peacocks, you know, it's just hilarious because that's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Wow. And you get wow. Hey, you guys know, you know, I mean, you all saw it. Oh, wow. We will give this person build. I mean, you see, I'm hearing them, the little. You're welcome. Has anybody ever heard that song, Butterfly Kisses? It's a really pretty song. You ought to look it up. It's a really, really nice song. See, now I gotta wait a long time for that crap. It's so, every time I look up to see how much money I have, it saddens me. I can't, you know what I think I did? I think what I did was, let me see. I have a feeling. Let me just double check something. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I think this is the new one, the lucky coins. They're not the other coins, they're the lucky coins. Oh. Yeah, you see that? Oh my god. I don't know if I want to press these bananas right now. Good. Oh my god. Yeah, well, you keep plugging away. See, I haven't really. Oh god. Okay, guys, close my eyes, right? Okay, I'm closing my eyes. Oh, yes. I put rainbows. Cut those down. You know, I think for a while I'm gonna start doing the gold as opposed to the diamonds because I don't really need the diamonds. I need gold. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. Ah, good lord. Fish? See, you see, I don't. Well, a lot of them are ones, but yeah. So far, the nest ones on feed isn't too bad. Yeah. Oh, no. How do you? Wait a minute. The brick wall? Like as in this? How do you change it? Yeah, at the customized place at the customized place in town. In town. Okay. I did not know that. Now that's a newbie. Okay, let's go up here to no. I know exactly which one it is. Okay, here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. See, this is why I've been oh wow. So you can wow. Oh wow. Okay, so that explains how people. I see. And can. Okay, the stone is the stone. That is. I like the fence, but no. I wish we. Oh! Green, pink, purple. Oh, let me see. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, did you not see where I went to? Look at that. That is really neat. Wow. So I know you can't see daylight, but look at that. Instead of having, that, well, so where you got to go is you got to go in town. And if you have the building, that's really, see, that's what I get for not checking everything out. I just check out for sounds, right? That is amazing. So, guys, if you, you know how you have that standard brick wall, right? You go up here, or, well, you go to the guy, and that's why I put him up here. The carpenter shop, like he can change your lightings to whatever you want, okay? Um, and your barrels. Now, these are for in town. Like you can have these or those, whichever you want to do. The trees, the same thing, you know. Um, and again, oh, is that the penguin? Oh, let's see what color the penguins is. Green, red. That kind of looks pinkish. Purple. Okay, I'll take it that way. Um, and then your benches. Unfortunately, they didn't throw this in as a. This is just for town only. That bench. Okay. I was a little disappointed, but I'm gonna let it go. And you can do this here. Any one of these. And these are for in town. But this I love. Farm borders. That is so awesome. And you can pick whichever one you want. You can change the colors to whatever you want. And that's the tall one. So, if you want it to be pink, if you want it to be white, you can do that. Um, I'll probably play around with this for a little while. But you know what? That's a really, I'm so glad. See, that's what I get for not checking things. Honestly, let me see. But I love that one. Okay. See, the only two I don't have, and I will tell you, don't get them because it's okay. The travel agency is for in town only. In town. Meaning, you put these fast travel places, all around in here. You could put them anywhere you want, like, attach them to the buildings where the buildings are empty. The drawback about that is I mean, it's not that far of a walk or a run to go from point A to B. It's not. But if you want to put them in there, have at it. And then there's this one here, the ticket trader. I will never have on this farm. I don't like the ticket trader, so that's the only reason why I never got it. Okay, so yeah, really nice idea. I love that. I do. Yay. Oh gosh. I know she'll be back. Blaze, hopefully you come back because I know you need to do your dailies. Mine ain't ready for a couple hours. But that's really neat to know. I'm kind of glad. So what I'm going to do is probably post it up on my Discord too because I'm sure people up there don't know. Maybe they do know. And we just, but yeah. I feel silly now because, so we have all of this. Oh. You know what I do like in-house? You know how you can change the color of your floors? Yeah, I like that. Finally, I mean, a plain color is very nice. It's really nice. 38 minutes. You know, this is from the Frost Pack, and I don't know why, but the connectivity to other roads is kind of weird. So I just kind of let it run, let it go. Okay, now I have my corn. I guess they're not in a big rush to get what they need. They said, I don't know if they said they needed. Oh no, they needed trees and alpacas. And see, this is why, like, see the top four food groups. The eggplant style lettuce, yeah, and the wheat and the garlic. You know what I did? Oh, I love this. You know what I did? Oh, and it's not. Oh, look at that. You see that? It's rounded. That's pretty awesome. I like that. I really do. That's really neat. So, oh, you know, I'm gonna. Yeah, isn't that hat awesome? I I'm gonna continue to wear it even after, the St. Patty's thing, but I want to go back to. It's not gonna match my gothic, because you can't change the color of the hat, unfortunately. But hey, oh, Maya, did you see? Wait a minute. Did you see the wall? Okay, here, check this out. The person that's on my farm right now. Look at this. Check this out. You can change the brick wall on your farm. You can change it to whatever you want. I mean, it has, if you go to the carpenter guy in your town, that you can change your wall now. And I did. I changed my wall. Yeah, I love the green hat because I like the way it bobbles around. We need a bobble hat. Oh, God. Hats make the character, you know what I'm saying? But I like how the hat moves around and, has a little bobble to it. But I do like that. And Maya, I know I mentioned we talked about this, with the favor. And, well, I found out yesterday or the day before, I found out, like, I'm looking up and I'm like, oh my goodness. So, if you want to continue to do the dailies, then continue to do the dailies, because it um, if whatever your maximum amount of dailies, excuse me, favor is, it'll it will go beyond that, because I have 172 over 166. So I think it's kind of sort of worth it if you if you do the dailies. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? But once you hit that favor mark, it's really totally up to you, because again, like I said, if you have full favor, it'll exceed more than that, depending on what part of the favor you're at. But that was very kind of that person to come here, but I love that wall thing. Well, that's good. You'll be in your new home. That's great. Great news. What I'm planning on doing, hopefully, I don't know if I want to get out. It's still a little cold, It's not like the spring weather, but it's doable. It's nice. So what I was thinking about doing was just kind of going out there and checking my plants, the flowers that are there, and I think I have to just cut them back. I believe that's all I have to do is cut my flowers back. Just cut them, because I do know that the mums are very hardy. And I want to also start planting. I kind of was talking to my brother about it. He goes, "I'll come there and I'll help you do them." Yeah, he he's suggesting planting sunflowers. So we'll see. But I'm definitely going to do that too, because I have a lot of area and space, to put sunflowers down. He said I'll be drawing in all these different type birds and the bees, of course. And I remember last year, walking back and forth. But, none of the bees bothered me. And I didn't bother them either. I'm like, but there were a lot of big bumblebees and things. And they were just pollinating the flowers. Hey. And I want to put my prayer shout outs for those that need them. Heather, I hope CJ is doing well. I hope he's behaving himself and, taking care of himself. CJ, you better be taking care of yourself. You better. I'm just telling you. I'll have to go to your house and throw all your snacks away. All of them. Even the ones you hid. I'm going to find them and throw them all out. Let me tell you something. I'm worse than Mother Hubbard. Yeah. My French beans are 5? Wow, I didn't realize that. Well, so that's good. My garlic will go up a little bit. Oh, I should have added that person to my favorites. Oh, I didn't do that. What a jerk. That was very sweet of them to tell me about that, though. About the wall. Oh my gosh. And you guys, you realize that you're going to be doing, I'm going to be, man, I'm going to be changing my walls around real quick. That is so sweet for them to do that. See, this is what happens when you get sick and you don't play, you don't keep updated. Let me tell you something. When I was sick, it was just, to me, I was in the bed the whole time, or in my living room on the couch, and I'd fall asleep. Yeah. I very rarely read Discord, what's going on. So, my bad. Oh, wintertime, wintertime. That doesn't mean jack diddly do because guess what? Those things ain't ready. That's crap. That's okay. I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I can do it. No, you cannot because, wow, I've been on for 2 hours, but I do know that I have to, you know. Oh, and I don't forget my lurkers. Did like an adult coloring book. Did you really? Yeah. Yeah, I was amazed that they have some of these coloring books, and they even have puzzles that, you can do online and stuff. So, well, at least problem solved with why no one can feed my alpacas. Jesus, now I feel like an idiot, but that's okay. I got it done. So we learned a couple of new things today. At least I did, anyways. Um, about the wall. I love that wall change. Hey, hello, Blaze. I'm going to switch to my farm one if you'd like to come back. I'm not sure if you're doing your dailies or if you're done or whatever, but oh, Maya, let me tell you, when I was sick, I was just tired and, honestly, I was in a fog. I felt like that whatever I had, I was in a fog. Okay. Yeah, I was in such a fog. Oh, um, and just it was just really weird. I mean, obviously, I knew I was sick, and even before I gone to the doctors, and that's what forced me to go. Was I said to myself, you know what, this feeling isn't right. I mean, I did not have a fever, not really. I had more of chills than a fever. I wasn't really eating anything because anything I ate didn't taste right. I was extremely feeling dehydrated, like the need for drinking something very cold, which was water. And I'm somebody that does not like drinking water, but I finally just turned around and I just said I need to get to the doctors, and that's when I found out. But I was really happy because when I did get tested, I got tested for COVID, which that's what that's what I thought I had. I thought I had COVID because I was like, oh, okay, I got COVID, I guess. I don't know. But I got tested for COVID. I got tested for influenza, and both of them came back negative. So, which that was really good news to me. But then to find out that I had something different, which was a type of pneumonia, but it was a virus kind of thing that affected my lungs, and they found like these little spots, and that's what that was. So, then obviously, they gave me some medication. But I tell you something, that crap just knocked me on my butt. Literally, I was like, wow. So let me just take a peek at these alpacas here for a moment. So for right now, are they gonna? So I'm assuming that once the event is over with, because for right now I get 6 diamonds, and they're prestige at 3. Um, so my assumption is that I don't know how many we'll get when they're, you know, um, I can't even remember how many. But boy, that's expensive. 30 diamonds. Well, guess what? I got a huge investment on my farm 3. My bunnies are, wow. My bunnies are 7. But you know, the bunnies, you know, ever since they came out, they've been a godsend. Um, with the unicorns, um, I mean, they're still low level. I get 5 diamonds. You know, seriously, I'm thinking maybe what I should do is just get an area. You know, obviously, because we have the bunnies, we have the unicorns, and we have these that give us diamonds. And I know that there was something else too. So I was thinking maybe, you know, on another section, maybe making Farm 3, because obviously that's going to be for the Easter event as well. And the Easter event's April 23rd. So that's plenty of time. Um, and I thought to do this as well. Oh, let's go up here again because something's ready. Hopefully it's, yeah, okay, good, good, good. Are you serious? Cat Tinkerbells. Oh my God, no. Okay, Cat Tinkerbells. It's lucky. I can. Oh, good. I can plant them right now because they're spring. The only season you cannot plant the Tinkerbells is in winter. Okay. Okay. Their crop. And the thing is, the only thing Cat Tinkerbells gives you is, I mean, you know, I suppose eventually what I could do is make a farm for. I don't want to force myself into that, but I could probably eventually make a farm for with just what gives you diamonds, and that's it. That's probably what I would do, if anything. I would make a farm for with just whatever gives you diamonds, you know, and go that route. I just don't want to put them in different spots. I'd rather just keep all my diamond giving, you know, things one area and just like, you know, what they say, set it and forget it. Maybe the new thing will be instead of people wanting to go for poinsettias, they want to be going for diamonds. But again, it goes back to, you know, and these ones here, I've had them on. They're P5. So, oh God, now I can. Oh, look at that! You know what I could do now? Oh yeah, man. No, I gotta get here we go. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love that. Yes, I do. And just think, guys, you can put up whatever you want. Oh, shoot. I better get this done, huh? Quick. And go to the. Okay. Let me see what level they are. Up. Okay, so I got all of that in place. Yeah, they're gonna respawn, huh? You know, well, you know, honestly, I don't have any. I don't really have. You know, the bunnies that I have are. I'll give them build because now I know that they can. Let me see something here. You want to know something? I don't have. Huh. Yep. Ah! Being stupid. I need event. Okay. Hey, this is a wide space. It's not. Well, it's really not that big because I did fill it up with trees, didn't I? And let's do the available thing so I can see. All right. You know, I keep forgetting that like these things like Tinkerbells because I don't have any place. Well, but anyway, I'm gonna cut my stream. I'm gonna step out because there's a couple of things I want to do, and I'm gonna just leave my farm one open. It does have very limited amount of alpacas on there, but at least it'll have the trees and the coins for people that need them. My thing isn't for a couple hours, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But hey, I want to say everything looks okay. Everything oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, because if they're doing, I'm trying to understand what that means. I can switch. I need event. Okay, let me know if you want to switch everything. Everything? Okay, thanks. Okay. Um. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut my thingy, and I really do appreciate it for all of you that are viewing and here and my lurkers. You know, guys, I love you guys. You're the best. You know that. Um. But anyways, I want you all to start eating healthy. You know, including you, CJ. You need to really start eating healthy. I know I should. But anyways, you all take care, and I want to say God bless, and my prayers do go out to all of those that need them for sure. So with that, have a blessed day, and thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I know I've been slacking in the thing of not being on, and I'm still trying. I think this thing here this flu or whatever I had is just kind of lingering in a sense of my body it just needs to heal and it needs to rest and it needs to do whatever it does. I don't know what it does, but anyways, you all take care. Love you guys. Bye bye.